Hi, I'm Brian with TimeKettle. Today I'm going to show you how to use the T1 translation device. I'm going to go over the hardware. So you'll see it's got a touch screen. It's a very large screen. There's also a camera and a flash on the back. There's volume up and down on the side. Let's see if I can get a good view of that. And then on this side, we have some special buttons. The yellow button is the power button, right? That's for turning it off and on. The blue button is for the language that we're going to select, that is the language that we want to translate from. And then the red button is the language we want to translate into. So if I speak English, I'm going to select the red language for the red button, and then whatever language I'm trying to translate to listen to in the blue. There's also a USB-C port at the bottom. That's how you're going to charge the device. There are also multiple microphones. There's one at the bottom and two in the top, as well as multiple speakers, one right here and one right here. This is the main screen. You will see the time, and you can set that for different time zones. You can have a 24 or 12-hour clock, and then also the language pairs. So here I have two languages. So for the red language, that's the language I speak. I want to select English, preferably United States English, because I'm from the United States. But say you were from another country, there are multiple dialects. The other language I have selected is Spanish. And same, you can select any of these languages, and any language that has a pull down has different dialects. So if I select, say, French, it will give me French Canadian or Canadian dialects. With Spanish, we have multiple countries to select from. Here I will pick a dialect that makes sense for me, and that would be the United States dialect of Spanish. You can reverse the two languages by selecting that in-between button, and that will just simply swap out the languages. Next, we have the photo translation. Photo translation is where you can take a photo of an image and it will translate it for you. So here I've got some mail that came in the mailbox. I'm going to take that and take a photo of it. So here it says we are moving, and that's going to be translated into the other language. So here I have Chinese. So you can save that photo then. You just click the save button in the corner, and then you can save it and retrieve that later. The other option for using the device is on the next page. Here we have the chat function. So when you select this function, you can select your two languages. The blue language will be on one side and the red language on the other. As soon as you hit that pause button, it's going to start translating. You can lay this down on a tabletop in between the two speakers. Because it has multiple microphones and speakers, it's able to detect when someone is speaking, and then it will translate after that. You will see that both languages are directional. So whoever's speaking, the blue language will be on one side, the red language on the other. So here I have English. As I'm talking in the English, it will translate it into Spanish. You'll be able to read it, and then you can also listen to it. You can also just one click one of these buttons, and it will start translating. So if I want to translate into Spanish, I would hold down the red button, which I have selected for English, and it's going to translate it into Spanish as soon as I lift up from the button.
Así que si quiero traducir al español, sostendría el botón rojo que es seleccionado para inglés y lo traducirá en inglés al español tan pronto como levante desde el botón.
It's important to have this on Wi-Fi for the quickest translation. It does have a cell modem, so you can use it without Wi-Fi. You can use it anywhere in the world, actually, that has cell service. it will just work. There is a method to get offline language pairs, such as like English to Spanish, French, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, a few other languages. That is not the preferred method of using it. The preferred method is to make sure that it is on Wi-Fi for the quickest access to the cloud computing, because that's going to have the most accurate and up-to-date AI translation tools on it. In the one-click mode, there is a button at the bottom. I'm going to speak into the device in English. It's going to start recognizing the words I'm saying and doing the speech to text. Speech to text is the hardest part of AI translation. It's the ability of the device to understand a native speaker in their own words and understand the content and the sentiment of what they're saying. And then that is what is being translated.
Voy a hablarle al dispositivo en inglés. Empezará a reconocer las palabras que digo y a convertirlas en texto. La conversión de voz a texto es la parte más difícil de la traducción con IA. Es la capacidad del dispositivo de comprender a un hablante nativo en sus propias palabras.
And then to reverse that, you would just click the other button. So now someone speaking in Spanish, hola, ¿cómo estás? It will be translated. When you are in a mode and you want to go back, simply just swipe from left to right. To pull down from the top, you will be able to see some of the main settings, such as the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, the cellular service, and then you can put it in an airplane mode. To recall past uses, you can click on the history and you'll see different modes that you can select and dates. So here I'll select one and it will bring up a transcript of what was being translated in that mode at that time on that day. You can also change the display. You can change the brightness and the font and a screen timeout to save on battery. Some other useful features. There is a note taker. If you want to talk into the device to take notes on the fly, simply click on the device. Click on that setting and start recording into it. It will start writing down the words that you were saying, transcribing them, and then you can later pull those off the device. You can pause and resume. When you're done, click the check mark. Save it, and there it is. If you have any questions on how to use the device, we have a quick guide built in. Do not be afraid to reference the quick guide if you have any questions on how to use any of the modes. We have made this as simple as possible for all age levels, young and old. We really want this device to be as easy to use as possible. We find the T1 to be a very useful device in schools. We hope you think so as well. Please contact me if you have any other questions.